All right, YouTube. Hope you're doing well. We had a nice week. This is Koosh. Little market update. I've been out of pocket for a while for the members. I have not been doing members video updates because I've been on the road traveling. I have a day job. I have a passion. This is my secondary passion, which is why I do this a lot. But my day job is also my passion. And so we're back, and I'm gonna do this for the whole channel just because for all the subscribers, just because I think it's important. We had a major volatility event on Wednesday. The VIX spiked to upwards of 70%. I think it was one of the largest VIX spikes in a day ever. We reached fear and greed index for traditional markets. And the Santa Claus rally is alive and well, folks. That's all I have to say. Um, this is the Nasdaq, and I've got a couple illustrations here. We're in a very powerful uptrend. We've been in a powerful uptrend for years and years and years. And with each push down, things get weaker and weaker and weaker in terms of the force on the downside. It just shows how much strength there is in these markets. And I'm just going to illustrate that for you through the lens of the Nasdaq, okay? Through two things. I've got the 30-day moving average up, and I've got RSI down here, and we can see a couple things. We can see, we have some major corrections, and then we have some minor corrections. And my counts are essentially, right, the major 3, 4, and then we have our minor 1, 2, and then sub 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, into what I believe is major 3. This is what I believe. It's not a fact. It's my interpretation. I'm not a financial advisor. You know that. I do these videos to give you just my read on the markets for education. Now, what we'll note, so how I combine all these things together to formulate what I believe gives us probability for the future in terms of the major waves, in terms of the minor waves, in terms of the sub waves, I'm going to talk through right now. Major correction, A, B, C, three-legged move. RSI gets down to oversold. We have a 4 bottom. We have a 15% rise in this indice within, so August, within 3 weeks. That's a major move, okay? The next correction takes us down, okay, under the 30-day. We spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days under. A week consolidating, one more leg down. We got a higher low on in terms of the strength of the downturn, and we have a higher low in terms of the price. We had a 10% move in the matter of a couple weeks. We then, continue to move up in what I'm calling these sub movements, right? 1, A, B, C, 2, and 1, 2, 3 days under the 30-day simple moving average. And again, we've got a higher low on the power of the decline, and we have a 7% move. It takes 1, 2, 3 days to get back over, and a 7% move in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a week. Okay. And now here we are. We bounced off it, moving into what I'm calling sub 3. Major flush down, 1-day flush. That's the largest single day move down that I'm visualizing on this chart for over a year, and I can't see one that was larger. A VIX spike, like I just said, that you don't see very often. Less than 1% of even the high magnitude VIX spikes would fall into this category. And what happened? We didn't close under it that day. We hit it. We closed under it day 2. We opened under it day 3, and then that's it. So less time consolidating under it than the past 3 instances. And again, you've got this RSI making this higher low. We're back above the 30. And I believe this is going to be a V. I believe it's going to be a V. I believe it's going to be over the course of the next week and a half, 2 weeks. And I believe we're going to see a magnitude move anywhere from 6% to 12% in that range. That's a major move, major move. So Santa Claus rally is alive and well, in my opinion. That's the Nasdaq, folks. Bitcoin, I'm going to get to on the members videos this weekend. For now, all I can say is nothing has changed for Bitcoin. I want to get into a little bit more detail on that, so I'm going to take more time. The last two things, but needless to say, it's not a secret, right? During this environment, if this plays out like I believe it's going to play out, Bitcoin, I believe, is going to outperform everything. And I'm going to get into why I believe that. And the next move again to me is 132,000 to 145,000. That's my minimum target for the next move for Bitcoin. Volatility is what is needed in order for us to make the moves that we make. Volatility is what got us from 15,000 to 108. Volatility is what I believe will get us from our recent low, whatever it was, 93,000 to 132, 145,000. I had two requests, members request names. So ALGO, request number one. ALGO, this is bullish posture, that there's nothing to indicate anything other than bullish posture. Major impulsive movement. The first major impulsive movement, this sub 3 here in, what is it, over a year? And so we're simply consolidating that move. And so I'm expecting this just to be a consolidation range. Notice where it's consolidating, right? It's consolidating at a key pivot point in the market. This was a key pivot point in the market. Resistance, and now it's flipping it as support. That's bullish. Nothing about it. When does it turn? I have no idea. Does it turn now? Maybe. Does it consolidate here for a few weeks in a range? Form some type of 3-4 triangle? Possibly. The next move to me for this name is a lot higher from here. I mean, these targets could have the potential to get from 160 to $2. And we're at 35 cents right now. I know that sounds pretty crazy, but that's just what the technicals are telling me. As always, I could be wrong. ALGO, that's ALGO. Next, ASML. ASML, don't have any idea what this company does. I don't know anything about it. I'm just giving you my technical picture, and as always, I could be wrong. ASML is in a downtrend. This is a downtrend. As defined by market structure, right? We have our pivot high, we have a low. We have a lower high, we have a lower low. I said possibly to the person that requested this, we could be making a reversal here, right? A deviation reclaim. But I want to see follow through, and I didn't see any follow through here, right? So for now, I have to look at this through the lens of this being a lower high, and that's the level at which a breach. This has to be in play. That's the channel, 537. Now, there's most certainly things that invalidate that. What invalidates that? Let's pull up a daily chart. It can go a long way in invalidating it, and that literally needs to start next week on this name. You do have potentially an inverted hammer on the daily here. You do potentially have a change in market structure, or at least a change in character on the daily chart, right? Where low, lower high, lower low, higher high, and maybe this is a higher low. So what would need to happen, and it would need to happen now on this inverted hammer daily, which could be a reversal. In downtrends, they do act as reversals in terms of highest probability, is you need to see this breakout next week. Simple as that. Very, very clear what needs to happen here for the bullish case for ASML, in my opinion. Folks, keep the requests coming. Love doing them. For those that are members, thank you. For the subscribers, thank you too. We'll do another weekend market update, and I will include some more names. So take care.